Do you genuinely believe that America stands as the undisputed zenith of culture and creativity? Allow me to guide you on a journey that dismantles this illusion into countless fragments. Welcome to the world beyond the dazzling veneers of Hollywood, where nations like India and South Korea ascend with astonishing momentum, leaving the American dream confined to a dusty rearview mirror that fades with every passing minute. You imagine that Hollywood encapsulates cinematic excellence? Think again. In a country like India, Bollywood churns out over 1,600 films every single year. Yes, you heard me correctly. 1,600. Meanwhile, Hollywood stumbles, mired in remakes, sequel fatigue, and an incessant obsession with superheroes. While Americans are served a steady diet of recycled content, India presents an explosion of stories teeming with vivid colors, palpable emotions, and narratives that seize the heart. They don't rely on extravagant budgets to encapsulate life's essence. Instead, they possess authenticity, raw and unfiltered, which resonates on a far deeper level. And let's not overlook South Korea. They don't merely produce films, they curate experiences that linger long after the credits roll. Movies like Neon Parasite have swept across global audiences, winning prestigious Oscars while redefining the very fabric of storytelling, all while many Americans complete their binge-watching marathons of the latest Marvel film with barely a second thought. The palpable excitement, the groundbreaking innovation, those opportunities await you across the vast Pacific. Furthermore, educational institutions in South Korea do not just focus on rote memorization or test scores, they cultivate creativity and critical thinking as core values. While American students find themselves trapped in a rigid education system, often resembling an assembly line, their Korean counterparts flourish, paving new paths in technology and redefining what is possible. Startling, isn't it? But let's focus. Dive deeper into the many layers of this exploration. The pride Americans link to their healthcare system is, in reality, an illusion. A mirage that disintegrates when scrutinized closely. You may espouse the belief that healthcare is a personal choice, but are you genuinely prepared to stake your life on a gamble rife with high stakes? By contrast, take a moment to consider India. You may have heard of the burgeoning medical tourism boom in the country, which boasts state-of-the-art facilities providing life-saving surgeries at a fraction of what such procedures would cost in the US. Surgeries that could lead to crippling debt in America are accessible and affordable for countless individuals in India. They're not merely surviving on borrowed time, they are flourishing. And what about South Korea? Its universal healthcare system ensures that every citizen receives effective treatment without the specter of financial ruin hanging over them. Can you assert the same for your neighbors here in America? Now let's transition to a concept often evoked, freedom. It's paraded as the crowning jewel of American values, yet upon closer inspection, the true nature of freedom reveals itself to be far murkier. Just how free are you to express your thoughts in an environment where society fixates on cancel culture and staunch political correctness? On the flip side, look at Koreans and their unfiltered expression through K-pop, an electrifying phenomenon that has captivated hearts worldwide. They fuse their cultural identity with global influences, establishing a veritable powerhouse that resonates with millions across borders. Not only are they shattering boundaries to redefine norms, but they also embrace innovation while many Americans cling desperately to outmoded ideologies during rapidly changing times. Let's shift gears to a contentious topic that ignites ire even in the most peace-loving hearts: guns. You champion this as your Second Amendment right. Yet what about the countless lives lost as a consequence? In stark contrast, South Korea's stringent gun laws have led to negligible handgun ownership rates. The crime rates, they are almost non-existent. Ask yourself this critical question. Does owning a firearm genuinely represent freedom? Or is it merely a transformation of fear into a twisted sense of superiority? Meanwhile, in India, colorful festivals emanate joy, laughter, and connection, a vivid reminder that it is relational bonds, not fear, that nurture strong communities. And while I'm on the subject, let me prompt your thoughts on education, a topic Americans often rave about, declaring we should stand as the pinnacle of global learning. Yet, shouldn't the reality reflect this lofty ideal? Look around you. America lags alarmingly behind in worldwide education rankings. Our emphasis often lies on standardized testing rather than on nurturing creativity and critical thinking. Meanwhile, South Korea upholds a tradition of educational excellence through rigorous training, pushing their students to excel in science and mathematics. So, what's America's excuse? Shouldn't educational pursuits ignite passion rather than extinguish it? Now let's pivot our focus to technology, an arena where Americans believe they hold sway. We invent, we innovate, we create. But have you taken a moment to look around? As tech giants tighten their monopolistic grip, encroaching on your privacy and autonomy, other nations are making strides at breathtaking speeds. Silicon Valley may sparkle with allure, yet in South Korea, innovative companies are crafting a tech-centric future that values both progress and privacy. Apple's sleek visage pales in comparison to the vibrancy of the latest K-dramas. Are your cherished gadgets serving you effectively? Take a moment to ask yourself, do you truly feel secure within the confines of an unyielding surveillance culture? What about the multifaceted experiences of Koreans who enjoy technology's benefits without the burdens of distrust that seem to pervade your existence? The palpable tension surrounding your life is stark and overwhelming. Both India and South Korea tell a counter-narrative, illustrating that technology can enrich lives rather than constrict them within the bounds of fear and surveillance. As I reach the pivotal culmination of this exploration, let's turn our thoughts to quality of life, a virtue many Americans cling to as an ideal. But what if I shared that global metrics for happiness and life satisfaction often tell a different, more eye-opening story? India and South Korea consistently rank higher than America in various aspects of life satisfaction. They prioritize community engagement, family ties, and mutual support, principles that seem to fade away amidst the relentless hustle of American living. Perhaps that's the crux of it. At the end of our long, arduous days, surrounded by luxurious excess, we find ourselves feeling accomplished yet insatiably hollow. Do you truly care more about the make of the car in your driveway than the family and friends with whom you break bread? Who truly wears the crown if it is perched atop a foundation built on illusions and fantasies? Before leaving you to contemplate this reality, I implore you to engage with these moments of reflection. Hit that like button and subscribe to delve into these truths that strip away the veneer of the American fantasy. It is time for a wake-up call. So, what truly holds significance? Clinging desperately to the mythology we've constructed, or confronting a stark reality that potentially holds the secret to a life far richer than we have ever dared to imagine? Are you ready to accept that others might be living out something remarkably closer to your aspirations than you ever thought possible? I encourage you to comment below and share your thoughts. The conversation starts here, and I eagerly await your reflections.